Hello everybody, JT Bear here, and as you can see I'm enjoying another unseasonably beautiful day. So I guess my war on winter has been working here. I almost apologized to all of my friends back east, and all I can really say is cuddle up, stay warm. It'll be done soon, I hope. Anyway, this video is going out there to Robert, who was asking just earlier when I stepped inside to refresh my coffee about how the greenhouse is built, and in particular what I did as far as the foundation. And I'm going to let you know right off the hop, I screwed up, but it was a really quick and easy thing, super cheap, and I've been able to kind of deal with what I built for, well, this foundation's been up for a few years now. So let's get started. Alright, thanks for asking, by the way. Here we go. The greenhouse foundation itself is actually old porch boards that I tore up because the porch itself was a danger. Kind of like a cartoon, you'd step on one end of the board, the other one would pop up in your face like a rake. Not cool. The foundation itself I just kind of threw straight onto the ground here. In this case it's running alongside the sidewalk. Not quite on it, but pretty much as close to it as I could get it. I think most of what you see along the edge here is like worm castings and debris that's piled up while this foundation's been here. Be quite interesting to clean that up and see. Now, I apologize if you see any doggy bombs, but remember, this is his bathroom that I built this in. And all the way along here, it's just kind of sunk into the ground, and I do mean literally sunken into the ground. It was on the ground when I built it, but it's all just kind of settled a bit. Now, as messy as it is, this is kind of a great example to see how I threw together, and I do mean threw together, the foundation frame. I've got one of those 2x6s, 2x8s, whatever it is, from the porch on the bottom, one smacked up against the side, and that's it. I didn't even square it off, I just hoped for the best. The front and back walls of this were made out of pieces from old pallets, so I kind of just threw together 5 boxes and stacked them up, creating this overall effect. Now I've got a board on the side there, a board running along the side there, and a beam that is really just the same boards running along the top there in an effort to keep it square. As things settled over the years, that didn't exactly work out for me, but it's worked out well enough. Now, because of the sawdust, you can't necessarily see it in this shot, but that piece of PVC pipe is sitting on top of a little 2x4 chunk to keep it from settling into the ground further. And that just works as my rib and goes up. I cut it in the middle to go into a 4-way and back down. These side ribs that you see here were something of an afterthought, and yeah, probably not my brightest idea, but at the same time probably saved my hide a few times. These are made out of 3/4 inch, so I could just slip it on over the 1/2 inch pipes that I already had in place. That's why they're not exactly level and they don't exactly stay in place. But the fact that I can move them around has helped a little bit when I've been clearing snow. So, sometimes even stupid things happen for a reason, I guess. Anyway, the PVC pipes that I used here for my ribs were 1/2 inch class 200. I would recommend using at least 1 inch proper schedule 40. You're looking at a much sturdier pipe then. But these haven't broken yet, which is pretty amazing considering the weight and the sun damage. And they're like too small and super thin. But I'm not going to jinx myself by carrying on. Now, if you look around this greenhouse, in amongst all the pieces of red tape, now that is tuck tape, not duct tape. Let's see if I can find. Turn your head upside down. T-U-C-K-T-A-P-E, tuck tape. That's it's a weatherproofing tape, basically, and it's super sticky even when it gets wet. That's why I use it for all of my greenhouse repairs. But anyway, the point of that was, this greenhouse probably has about 5 different qualities of plastic on it. Basically, I just replace as I go, right? And some of them have worked out much better than others. I still haven't gotten around to getting proper UV protected greenhouse plastic for my greenhouse, and I really should, but this has just been so much cheaper. When I went to get my last overall skin, I spent, I think, less than $30 on the entire roll, and I got enough to cover this greenhouse twice. So next time I have an issue, bam, right downstairs in the dungeon, I have already got a complete skin. I am good to go. It's a matter of some staples, some screws, and some tuck tape. Done. If I had bought that piece of plastic cut, it would have actually cost me more than buying the roll that had twice as much. So once again, my deepest thanks to the gentleman working at the Home Hardware who pointed out that I was about to waste a whole lot of money there. So that's super cool. Like I say, I really appreciate that. But get the thickest plastic you can afford. If you can afford UV grade plastic, get that. Yeah, because that's probably the biggest issue that I've had with this greenhouse, has been, as I've been upgrading the qualities of my plastic over the years, it's been a lot of replacing and a lot of waste that could have been avoided by just spending a couple extra cents per square foot in the first place. So yeah, I hope that answers any questions you had, Robert, about how I built my greenhouse. And yeah, so I don't know, if you're gonna build something like this, like I say, I recommend thicker rib pipes, proper schedule 40, at least 1 inch. I recommend putting on a cross beam instead of just straights. So, you know, put a 45 in there because that'll help you keep things square. And yeah, there you go. It's bright in here. I need some water. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have yourselves a fantastic day.